Okay, there's smoothie everywhere. I am a messy person, but I don't know, you're getting the very best of it. Hello, it's Christy. I'm glad you're here with me today. I am going to make with you my magical healing smoothie. I drink this every morning. I did throughout most of my healing journey from Crohn's. So, welcome to my kitchen. Let's get cooking together. Now we are going back in time to this morning when I made this smoothie. Enjoy! Okay, we're ready to go. I have, by the way, a Ninja blender. I like that this thing has the blades all the way, not all the way up, but much of the way up. It's pretty sturdy. I don't love that it's plastic, but what can you do? I tried the glass containers and those blenders just did not work as well. Please excuse my voice. I'm recovering from a cold. Plus, I just went out to do my first run since I was sick, and I did it. Hooray. This is the recipe for my magic healing smoothie. We're going to start with a little ice. Now, I have to tell you, the reason this came out of a bin is because when we moved into our house, the fridge is original to this house. So the fridge is over 20 years old, and maybe 20, maybe not quite 20. And the ice maker broke soon after we moved in. So I make ice in little trays, and that works out great. Now I'm adding 2 bananas. These are a little less ripe than I would prefer, because the riper a banana is, the sweeter it is. And we like that. In this container, I have black beans that I got from a can. Of course, making them yourself is great, but I do like to be efficient with my time and my energy, which is sometimes low. So I use canned beans. I put in a half a cup of beans. In the information box below this video, I'm going to put a link. No, not a link. I'm going to put a list of the ingredients in this magic smoothie, and I'm going to link for you reasons why I use the ingredients that I do. Things that make those things healing. You will be amazed. What should we add next? I think we should add cabbage. It would be a lot more low waste of me to chop my own cabbage, and I have done that as well. But sometimes, okay, I just prefer to buy the shreds, and I regret that they are in plastic bags. But at least we're eating vegetables and fruits and not animal products. I just put in red cabbage and carrots. Now, of course, you know, carrots are very high in vitamin A, and cabbage is a cruciferous vegetable. And it's not a bad idea to get some cruciferous vegetable in every meal if possible. It can be very hard for people with digestive problems to digest, but putting it in a smoothie makes it much easier to digest. Next, we're putting in some wild blueberries. Every time I open the bag, I have to smell them because that is one of the nicest smells in the entire universe. The wild ones have much more nutrition in them than the regular blueberries. Wild blueberries are smaller. Look how cute. Oh, I think they're much more delicious and they smell fabulous. Now is the time of our magic smoothie where we add all of the potions and powders. The first one is thiamine. The reason we're adding thiamine, it smells like a Flintstone vitamin, is because some recent studies have come out that have indicated that thiamine in high doses can help with Crohn's. I don't know how to phrase it other than that because I will put the studies down below. I measured it out. They told in the studies how many grams they used. I measured it on a little scale and decided that was about half a teaspoon. So I've been using that. I believe that it is indeed helping. Even though I'm in remission, I deal with a lot of fatigue. So I just have to pace myself constantly and decide which things fall below the red line and are not going to get done, which is irritating, but it has been like that for over probably 20 years. So it's nothing new, but I have been slowly gaining more and more energy as the time goes by and as the years go by, which is wonderful because I'm getting healthier. But I will do whatever I can so that I feel even better. And thiamine is one of those things where I am noticing a difference. It's not as dramatic as it has been for some people, but it's a difference. And I've noticed more consistency in my digestion as well, because even though my digestion is not Crohn's digestion anymore, it's still sensitive and irritable sometimes. And I've noticed that the thiamine has helped. So that goes in the magic smoothie. Next, we are adding chia seeds. I add a tablespoon of chia seeds. Chia seeds are one of those things that helps regulate a person. I keep all of these magic potions, most of these magic potions, in the freezer, especially things like chia seeds and flax seeds. They can go rancid. Oh, my clip just broken. The other half shot across the kitchen. That's fun. We'll use this other clip. They can go rancid if they are left at room temperature for a long period of time. And of course, if I only use a tablespoon a day, then it's going to take a while to go through the bag. Since I just talked about flax seeds, next, the flax. I'm generous. When I say a tablespoon, I mean a heaping tablespoon, but it doesn't really matter. This recipe is whatever you want it to be. Next is amla. Amla has some of the highest antioxidant power of any food ever mentioned. No, ever measured. And I'm putting in, I don't know, maybe a teaspoon. It's very sour. So it helps to put it in a mixture because by itself, it's bitter. In this jar is cranberry powder. Another thing that I have noticed, well, we haven't really talked about this, but I also had very severe endometriosis. That was probably another half teaspoon to a teaspoon. I had very serious endometriosis. I had to have a hysterectomy when I was 27. And I have no uterus, no ovaries. My cervix is gone. Anyway, a lot of stuff got removed. And after that, I started having problems with my urinary tract and getting frequent infections. So I do as much as I can to help against that. Cranberry powder is one of those things. Another one of those things is this magic supplement, which is, it has many things in it, but D-mannose is the most important one. And Erva ursi, I think, is important. That's a leaf. But this magic powder, I use one of the scoops involved, has allowed me to recover from UTIs without antibiotics. I don't recommend anyone actually do this because I don't want to be responsible for your infection getting worse or becoming a kidney infection. But it has done the trick for me multiple times, and I use a little bit every day to hopefully ward off infections. It's amazing. There are different brands. This is my favorite because of cost and effectiveness. It has the right things in it. And I'll put a link to this below and everything else I can. D-mannose, blueberry fruit powder, cranberry fruit powder, erva ursi, dandelion root, goldenrod leaf, golden seal stem, and parsley. And there is science behind most of those things and urinary health. So that goes in the magic smoothie. Next, broccoli powder. Another thing, another cruciferous vegetable. And this one I have a lot of trouble digesting. Broccoli does not sit well for me, but it is so healthy that I wanted to find a way to get it in my diet every day. And this broccoli powder is the way that I do that. So I just put a heaping tablespoon of broccoli powder right there. Magic powder, mushrooms. This is a mix of 10 different mushrooms. Mushrooms are super amazing. Now my cat Alistair is crying because he would like my attention. I went for a run this morning and then, he went to get his whale. Okay. Hi. Hi. Let's see if I can turn the camera so you can see him. Oh dear, that is not working. Are you feeling sad, honey? Yeah, are you feeling really sad? Okay, what was I talking about? Now I got the camera all cattywampus. Oh dear, where was I? Okay. Mushrooms are great for the immune system. Mushrooms are a cancer fighter. They work to prevent tumors from building new blood vessels so that they can feed themselves, which is called angiogenesis. So they're an anti-angiogenesis fungi. They're just amazing in lots of ways. We should be eating mushrooms every single day. I put them in almost every meal that I make, as you have seen if you have watched any of my videos. And now where's my measuring spoon? Oh, it's in the mushrooms. Okay. So we're going to put in a goodly amount of mushroom powder. There. We now have added all of the magic. I don't think I've forgotten anything. I did forget one thing. Cacao powder. Cacao not only makes the smoothie taste chocolatey, I put in 2 tablespoons of cacao powder, but it does great things for blood pressure and cholesterol, and it smells good. I don't know, there's a lot to say about it. I will put links to all these wonderful healing plants down in the box below. And now we're going to squeeze in as many greens as we possibly can. I get a spring mix. I do not do well with kale by itself. I like it when things are mixed. You've noticed that I use mixed mushrooms when I cook. I use mixed mushrooms when I make a smoothie. I use things that have multiple different plants already in them. This is multiple species of greens because each one has a different nutrition profile. Each one has a little bit different things that our bodies need to make us healthy. So don't eat just spinach. Eat a mix that maybe has some spinach in it, but also some other stuff. Now I'm going to put a bunch of water in here, probably up to here. What did I do with my water pitcher? Found it. It was in the fridge where it belongs. I do have a water pitcher because we don't have an RO. When this pitcher wears out, I'm going to get one. I've done research. I'm going to get one that also filters out PFAS and microplastics because those things have become much more of a concern. Now we put the lid on and we blend it up. Usually I yell, "Loud noise," or "Here comes the racket." We have to stop every once in a while to jam everything down and add as many more greens as we can. Because as you saw before I put anything in this blender, the spiral thing, the knives are at the bottom, not at the top. No one has created the perfect blender, but this one is pretty good. And it's not that expensive. When I first became plant-based, I thought in order to be very good at it, I would have to get one of those $700 blenders. And that is just not who I am. So I did not do that. And I admit that this $70 blender is the second $70 blender that I have had in the last 10 years. But I think that's pretty good. The other one made a noise and smelled like smoke. So we decided that my electrical engineer husband told me that that blender was all done. So I ordered a new one, and thankfully I could get it overnight. But I do have other options, which I will show you soon. I have one that charges up with a USB, which I took traveling with me, which I do take traveling with me because I can charge it up with like my phone. And then I have another bullet style one that plugs in. This is a little bit too runny. We're gonna add some more blueberries, because how can you go wrong with more blueberries? It smells so good. It smells like spring and health. Look at how beautiful they are. The color's so gorgeous. You can also do the same smoothie with multiple different, whoa, I'm making a big mess, multiple different fruit in it. It doesn't matter that it's blueberries. Blueberries are one of the healthiest foods, but I have also made this smoothie with cherries. My nieces like to make mango smoothies because mango is their, one niece likes to make mango. The other one likes to make blueberry cherry. And there's always a point when making anything in the kitchen where you got to clean up after your messy self. Ooh, okay. Are we going to talk about how much smoothie is in here? I don't know that we need to. The fact is that every sip, okay, there's smoothie everywhere. I am a messy person, but I don't know, you're getting the very best of it. There is a lot of smoothie in this jar. The top says 72 ounces. Has a measuring thing on here, which is helpful. So it's more than 72 ounces. And I will be sipping on this until lunchtime. It's not as big as it looks in the camera. Because every sip is full of nutrition and it tastes really good. And yes, I even drink this all the way through the winter, the cold winters here in Minnesota, because I crave it. This is a salad for me. One of the ways that I get greens into me is through this smoothie. This is how I get all the magic powders in. This is how I get my cruciferous, one of the ways I get cruciferous vegetables in without having a problem. And it's refreshing. So I hope you make a similar magic smoothie for yourself. And in fact, with the beans in here, it's high in protein. It's high in fiber, but it's fiber that is broken down, so it's easier to digest. It's already kind of pre-digested. This is why I think that this smoothie is the magic healing smoothie. I hope you make it. If you do, let me know what you think and which adaptations you make. And don't forget to go down in the box below the video to find all of the science behind the things that I chose to add into the smoothie today. Thank you for making the magical healing smoothie with me. I hope you make it soon, that you enjoy it, and then you begin to feel it transforming your health and your body from the inside out. See you soon. Bye.